Recently, a lot has been going on in my life, and I haven't really been wanting to share it, but I just thought it was like a perfect time right now to explain to you guys what's going on. My grandpa has been sick for a while now. One way that my family and I have been trying to take care of him is like everyone gets a turn with him at their house for a week, trying to take care of him. And then the last couple of days, everyone started noticing that he was a bit off. He didn't want to eat, could barely like stay up. Because we were taking care of him, we all got to connect with him in different ways because he was sick, and we all just started bonding and started talking about like all the memories that we have with him. I honestly didn't want to believe that my grandpa was sick because we've had so many like incidents like this where, oh my gosh, we take him to the hospital, he's fine. But this time, nobody really wanted to believe it, but it was just so crazy how quick everything happened. I was with him when he died, literally. All the cousins were surrounding his bed, and he literally took his last breath in front of us, and we all just started crying, and like it went crazy. And I just think it's so crazy because I had an event that day and I was this close to going. I had my glam, I had my outfit on, but I like last minute said I'm not going, I'm gonna stay, and 10 minutes later he passed away. I don't even know how to explain my grandpa. My grandpa was one of a kind. When I was younger, he would take care of us. Like, I have no complaints about my grandpa. He was the best grandpa to us. He would always buy us candy, always like take us to the corner store, walk us to school, buy us ice cream. He was literally the best grandpa. And then, you know, moving, we had to take care of him. I had no complaints. I loved taking care of my grandpa. After my grandpa passed away, we felt like everything happened so fast. Like, people came to pick him up an hour later. The next weekend was the viewing, and then the weekend after we went to Guatemala. And everything was just happening so fast, but we all wanted to be there for my grandpa for his last moments. Estamos en Guatemala. We are on the way to meet up with some family right now to eat and start getting ready for the viewing and funeral tomorrow. I'm excited to see my family, but I'm emotional right now because we're leaving my grandpa here. Okay guys, so now we were in a car for over an hour.
Speak English here.
Oh. Just to paint a picture for you guys, right now in Guatemala, it's not that safe. Like, when you go out there, you can't wear your nice jewelry, your nice bags, you can't be taking out your phone whenever you want, you can't speak English out there. Everything you do, you just know that you have to be alert. While my uncle was fixing the flowers for my grandpa's funeral, they shot him that night, and unfortunately he didn't make it. So that weekend we ended up burying 2 people. It was really overwhelming because our last Guatemala trip didn't really go as planned also. We almost died. It's really sad that the only good memories we have, or the only memories we have of Guatemala, is death. So it was really sad for all of us. We all like panicked. We were all like, most of my family's out there, and recently I've gotten really close with them, so it's just really sad that every time I go see my family, there's always a risk of something happening. Latin American culture is so family oriented, and when someone passes away, the whole community gets involved. This morning has been one of the longest mornings ever. For Guatemalan tradition or an Hispanic tradition, they have a viewing, and that's the first day. And then they pray over the body throughout the night. And then the next day, which you don't sleep, you stay up till the next day to bury the body. Usually for a viewing, everyone gets together, tells stories, eats.
And what time is it? It's like 10 already.
Son 9:35.
Yeah. And we're not done.
No. Not even close.
We have a lot,
Barely
like 10
started.
hours. We probably have like 10 hours to go.
And it's not a normal funeral. The family members carry the casket around the town where the person grew up and to the cemetery. It's crazy. When I saw how much people there was like so much people there talking about my grandpa, telling their stories about my grandpa. And it was so crowded that we ran out of food. We ran out of chairs. It was really cool to see everyone get together for my grandpa and my uncle.
We just finished at the cemetery.
Yep.
We left Grandpa. We love you, Grandpa. Stay dangerous.
Love you, Grandpa.
I'm gonna miss my grandpa a lot because he was a big part of my life. Everyone loved him. I feel like I got my closure with my grandpa going to Guatemala. I got to say my goodbyes, but I know my grandpa's still with me no matter what. And I feel like my grandpa knows that we love him.
Yo, gracias a Dios, que me ha dado fuerza para tener a mis hijos aquí Y le doy gracias a todos.
I wonder where